Well, welcome back to Black Girls Do Reviews, episode 7. I think we're at episode 7 or 6. 7 or 6.
We're at episode 7, bro.
Episode 7.
How many subscribers do we have? Because people was asking me, say, like, you got subscribers? You got a thing? I was like, I don't know, bro. I was like, hold on,
Well,
let me check.
I'll pull the stats. We be having plays and listeners and viewers and all that stuff, but I don't know the top of
I was
my.
like, I was literally trying to look. I was like, I don't know,
I
man.
don't know.
But if you know what, if you listening, if you're now tuned in,
Okay, rocking with the greatest. God.
I struggle to put on my damn lip
So
gloss.
yeah, I don't know how many we have, but we do it for the love.
We do it for the love. One
That's what
day,
we're
right
doing.
now we don't know, but one day we're gonna be celebrating 1 million. Like,
Period. Period. One day we're gonna be so big, it's gonna be like, oh my God. Ooh, please.
I'm
No
gonna literally be like so cringe at myself wiping the excess oil off my skin. Like, Insinger, why were you doing that
told me you
during
were
the
ready.
podcast? Why didn't you just come ready to go? Like, Insinger, what's going on? What was
All right. Well, you get the real us, man. Okay. This podcast is for the girls and the guys and the gays and the days. Okay.
in the days?
I'm losing it. But okay. So welcome back to another episode. Of course, we are going to review our two Real Housewives franchises that are going on right now. Before we get into them, I feel like there's a lot of Real Housewives and lots of reality TV at one time. And I don't know if maybe because we're doing the podcast, I really see it, but like Married to Medicine is gonna start at some point while all of these are
Mhm.
going on. And it's like, wow, like, is this how it always was? Did I miss something? I don't know. And then New York is going on, Real Housewives of New York, right?
I
That one's
watch.
going on.
I can
I feel
indulge.
like, has it always been this way? Oh, it's trick-or-treaters. Sorry. Well, happy Halloween.
Happy
Happy Halloween.
Halloween,
Happy
kids.
Halloween to all those who celebrate and those that don't. Happy Hallelujah night. Woo woo. That's what I had.
Oh, okay.
Um, all right. I'm gonna go close the door. Maybe that'll just kind of
Okay.
wait a minute. All right. I don't know if that's gonna help, but there you have it. So let's get into it. We have Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and Real Housewives of Potomac. If I start with you, I wanted to start with Salt Lake City because I don't have much.
I
I
can tell you everything I feel about Salt Lake City right now. I
okay,
be tweeting. I be live tweeting. That's
okay.
that's my thing,
You want to
and
plug your
like
Twitter? Are you down for that?
you guys can follow me on Twitter, but just know I don't engage with people on there. I just post my stuff, my opinions, and go. Like I don't care who agrees with me or disagrees with me. You can go to hell.
Fact. Okay. So there you
So
go.
plugging me in, it's in underscore LAWLIANO in Loliano. So last night was a big night for me for TV too, because I had to watch SLC and then it was also Love is Blind reunion. I took a L on Abbott Elementary. I'm a
Oh,
catch,
yeah.
but like TV is booming.
This is what
Life
I'm
is worth
saying.
living. Life is worth living.
Okay. For the TV girls, we're having a great time.
Yes.
Mhm.
So first of all, I just did not like John Barlow. Y'all know that is my favorite TV husband. I did not like him having to be involved or jump into any type of scuffles. I
Mhm.
just felt like Justin was being a bitch. Oh, I did not mean to call that man a bitch. But I just felt like he was being very sassy, like going home the next day, opening up the seltzer water or whatever I don't know what the can things are,
Mhm.
but pouring it down the drain. And Whitney is kind of reasonable because she's like, do you want us to just give that away? And he's just like, no, I'm happy with like just pouring it down the drain. Like it's giving sassy. Like, I like my man level headed. I like to be the irrational one. I like to be the one who's doing the most extreme stuff. And my man is just like,
Chill.
I think we should just like,
Mhm.
just not do that. Like, you don't think we could just give it to homeless? Like, I don't know, that just rubbed me the wrong way. And yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the husband altercation to me was like very like, oh, why don't white crime? Why don't white crime? Like, it was like I didn't hear the usual like, what's up? Like you wanna da da. It was just like, no, don't get in her face. Like, it just gave very it gave very I was like, ooh, the white people are fighting.
The white people are fighting, honey.
That's what it gave. But I thought it was funny to see them have their little like tiff. And then so I follow pages like there's a page on Instagram like OMFG reality TV where he like
Mhm.
posts clips from the show and people
Yeah.
have comments. And a lot of people in the comments are like, "Oh, y'all are gaslighting Lisa," or like y'all just hate Lisa so much, y'all acting like this whole thing was her fault. And I'm like, Lisa did brought the husbands into it. So not the
Yes,
part with
she did.
Brittany,
She
but like
did.
her bringing the husbands in was
She-
Lisa. And so they're like, no, like y'all just feel that way because y'all hate her, like da da da. It's now I think two things can be true and two people can be wrong in one scenario.
Mhm.
So Lisa started it, and then I feel like Whitney's husband, what's his name?
Justin.
Justin continued it. So when he came
Mhm.
back to Lisa and was like, "Why do you keep calling her a liar?" and like was kind of
Mhm.
like, "Now you keeping it going, and it doesn't have to be right."
Yeah.
So, but Lisa started it. He was trying to like he was gonna finish it. Is what it felt like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think like Lisa's not wrong in this
Yeah.
scenario. So yeah. When I looked at the sneak peek or like the previews for next week, it looks like the husbands are still gonna squabble a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit
I
more.
don't like that. I am not a fan. I just feel like men need to do men and women need to just do them, right? Like if the wives are going crazy, I really want the men to be able to say like, yeah, they over there wilding, but we good, bro, right?
Mm-hmm.
That fuck, cheers, whatever, whatever, whatever. Like I don't like the men interfering into it because it just gives like not you in women's business, not you
Okay.
being sassy. Like, are you one of the girls?
Isn't that what Nene said about Peter? Like, are you Peter or Patricia? Like,
Yes.
yeah,
I
it
just
gets
don't
like,
like that.
and it okay. The added thing, because we love on this show to talk
Mhm.
about like the fact that it is a show we're watching, right? So I feel like the husbands, y'all know the wives got to do this. So I feel like y'all should have that in y'all mind as well. Like here they go fighting again. Here, they got to do it for the show.
Mhm.
That's kind of perspective I would take on it. Like, they just doing their thing. They got to argue every episode. This how this goes.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think I would want the husbands, like to your point, to get in the drama, get in the mess. And if I what I thought is the truth that the men don't get paid. Like I distinctly remember Andy saying that the husbands do not get paid for this show. At least historically they didn't.
Mhm.
Why are y'all clocking in?
Yeah. Clock out, babe. Not the free labor.
Okay, go ahead and log out for me. Thanks. Because
Not the free labor.
if you're not getting paid, I could see like trying to help your wife, I guess, keep her position, but like don't clock in. We just need the girls to clock in. That's it. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the husbands like really getting the thick of it. But I do like when they do couple events and stuff like that. Like I've always
No,
loved
yeah.
that of the Real Housewives, and I don't think they've really done that on Salt Lake City
They
yet.
don't. They
Yeah.
don't.
So and this is the most husbands we have. Like, why haven't they had
Yeah.
to be together more often?
I'm I'm actually really excited. Like I feel like in general, like in regular life, I love to see couples trips. I think it's just super cute. And I love that they're staying all in like one place. Like I think it'll be really nice to see, but I'm not excited about the men drama portion of it. I just feel like clock out. Like go watch football.
See,
Grill some like burgers or like some tomahawk steaks or something like please like I don't know.
find something to build, okay? Like do something. Please. Agreed. And the only other scene that I wanted to talk about was
I hope it's the same scene I want to talk about.
okay, I'm talking about Bronwyn and Heather.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
Here.
Okay, we here. We here. Y'all are not gonna make me hate Bronwyn. Like
I
I
can never make me hate
never,
her.
never make me hate her. I, I was hesitant. I'm gonna be honest. Like, came
Yeah,
in
for
guarded,
sure.
definitely came in guarded. Had to peep, what she was on. Um, she's she's in my heart now. Like, I am Team Bronwyn. Y'all not gonna make me dislike her. I feel like she she was good casting choice. Like, whoever scouted her, found her. She's doing what needs to be done, and she's not acting like a new girl. And I love that for her. Gives very
Mhm.
seasoned cast member. I will say, I'm not inviting nobody to my house for conversations and stuff like that. I, we would have had to meet at somebody's restaurant, because Heather would have got dragged out. I didn't like her attitude and points of the conversation, and I feel like Bronwyn was still trying to be understanding. No, when it was one of them first, like the energy was a little like, even when she was like, well, I'm surprised you invited me here because I didn't think you really liked me. Pack it up. That's enough for me. Like, now you in my house. I don't like that. Hit
Yeah.
the door. So yeah, but I'm Team Bronwyn, and even how that conversation went down, and then for the rest of the season, I'm gonna be her on her team. I hope, but yeah.
Yeah. I completely agree. First of all, I just want to say, I think that Heather's face is so strong because she gets a lot of cheek filler. So if you notice, it's very like
Uh,
cheeky right here, and then it's very like this. So it's like it.
I can see that.
Not me trying to
Yeah,
face. So she needs to like, first of all, cool it on the cheek filler. That's number one.
that's good.
Number two, I don't know who done whispered in Heather's ear and told her that she was that girl to be talking to Bronwyn in that way and then behaving in that manner. I was so curious. I was like, I wonder how this is really gonna go because remember in the confessional, she was shading Bronwyn for having dog poo on her floor and dog pee. Don't get me wrong, that is very gross, very nasty. And Bronwyn, if you're gonna have eight dogs, keep up with them, babe. Like you have a nice house. I'm not
Or
gonna lie.
get a person to clean up with that. Just saying.
Right.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie. Heather was right on that one. But I was like, why is she shading her? Like they should be made like you at the lady house, like you should be making it work, whatever. And I just feel like Heather, you started this beef.
mhm,
You made this. You were. I think it gave jealousy number one because, and Whitney mentioned this a few seasons ago. How Heather is kind of jealous of like Lisa's relationship with other people. Heather's always jealous of how other people relationship and she's not involved in it. And I think she
mhm,
saw Bronwyn and Lisa being close and that's why she was like, oh, let me go be messy and tell her, like, oh, tell Whitney, like, oh, Bronwyn said X and X and X about you, whatever. I
hmm.
just kind of feel like, Heather, who are you though? Bronwyn, if I was Bronwyn, I was never inviting Heather to the trip off the strength that bitch, you're single. You don't got a man. It's
Can't,
a couple trip.
can't.
Like, you can't come because it's a couple trip and you don't have a man. But for you to be behaving this way in my house, talking about I don't want to be here. Like actually, I want to go pack your shit up and go. Bronwyn better than me in that one.
Better. When I say better,
Pack your shit up and go. Security.
like, oh, you can go. Like that's oh, you can go. Like, I want to go back to what you said about Heather not be like Heather being jealous of people having friends. So that did come out. Like, Heather says in one point in the back and forth with the Bronwyn, like, and have fun with like all these friends you made since like everybody's your friend, like da da da. Like, in the like gaslighting sarcastic part, she's like says something like, since you have so many friends now and everybody's your friend. So to your point, I think it's a symptom of never being an it girl that you start
Mhm.
feeling like, well, how does this person have all the friends and I don't have friends, or why can't I get it? When you've been an it girl for a long time, me and you get it. When you've been an it girl, like, you don't even really be looking at friends and who got friends, who doesn't have friends, da da da. Like, I've just had friends my whole life. Like, I've never been.
It's natural.
Yeah. So I think having never been on the outside of that is, I guess I take it for granted, but it definitely feels like, Heather, like, you're not used to having friends like that. You're not used to friend groups and blah, 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 blah. And especially like navigating people having different friends within a friend group. So I like what you
Yeah.
said about that. It's a little jealousy because it's like, why do you have such heat for Bronwyn in the first place? Like she's doing what you're doing, really, where it's like she's going between friends saying this person said this person said that. That's what you're doing too. So
Right.
I don't get it.
And I'm honestly, and the thing that I didn't like too was that Bronwyn was taking accountability in the thing. Like she literally was saying, okay, if it makes you feel better that if I say that I was being messy, then okay, I was being messy. Which to me is just kind of like Bronwyn is just saying, like, I want to get over this. I want to be cool with you. I'm ready to like move forward, whatever the case may be. And Heather was like, "Oh, you don't gotta do it for me." Like, just take accountability too. You were being messy. You were a messy boots. Like, and you're always, and that's the thing, like, you're always messy. This is now the second person or the third person this season who has called Heather out on her shit for being messy. And she's literally deny. Like, it's crazy.
I wonder if her strategy is she thinks people are really going to side with her over the other person. Like, I think, does she think that people are going to say, like, no, Bronwyn's the problem? Heather, you're right. Let me be your friend. But Heather, like you said, you've been called out 3 times now. So it was Mary, I want to say Angie kind of called her
I
out.
want to say Angie too.
Yeah. And then now Bronwyn, you should start seeing like the tide is changing. We're like, let me see what team I could get on because it's not looking like too many people on this side anymore. And
Right.
your people not even strong because you and Brittany, that's not a team. That's not, nobody's even worried about that. So I wonder, I think to your point, she's trying to navigate friend groups, being an it girl with no it girl experience. And so good luck. But
Good luck.
I'm glad you figured out the filler thing because it's something I can't put my finger on what it is, but I could see the cheeks getting bigger. Because you know what it does sometimes, like it'll make it so like you can't see her teeth, like her lips protrude over. I noticed that. I was like, maybe that's the thing I don't like. But I'm gonna get off people's faces. But it's something that's like,
she
ooh.
kind of looks like, okay, like I don't know if you could see it.
Yes.
This.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of
Yeah.
looks like this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's exactly it. But that's like cheeks. And then to your point, when you put so much in the cheeks, your face, I feel like starts to cave in here.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Because
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to get
Of what?
that illusion of a nice jawline, maybe. I don't know, girl. I
That's
don't know.
cute. Oh, sorry.
The only plastic surgery I ever would do is get a little Botox for his forehead. Just a little
Oh,
bit. I
I
guess I'm
wanted to do, I have like to fine lines right here. I would want to like
yeah.
in
I
there.
want to just get rid of the fine lines. I feel like I'm 30. Like, why are they showing?
I've had that for a long time, like just just a natural line here. I would fill that in.
That's it though, right?
That's it. That's
Yeah.
because I like that my face has emotion. So I wouldn't get so much that like I couldn't do all that with my face.
I don't want the lines, man. I gotta get rid
Okay.
of the lines.
I want to be able to be like, what?
And I also feel like because when I sing, like when I be singing songs, like what's that Glorilla song? Seven paying for like what?
Oh,
Just relax.
I'm trying to think of what singing you talk about. You're like, because when I sing, I'm like,
I be singing with emotion, okay? Like I wrote the songs. It's my song.
okay, yeah. Fair. Okay. So yeah, I would do a little bit, but not as much as they do. And I feel like the strong jawline is supposed to be for men. Like men are supposed to have strong jawlines. Cause
Hey,
that
clock that.
yeah, don't do that to your face no more. Yeah.
Clock that.
Yo, you are beautiful in
No
every
matter what they say.
yeah. See, singing with emotion right there.
You see every song. Like,
Yeah.
damn, girl, it's no songs that don't just give me nothing. Like,
Mm-mm. Nope. Skip. Next track, pretty much. Okay, so that's all we have, right, for SLC.
SLC.
We're gonna
Let's
ease
get
it
into the
right
Big
on.
Mama.
Let's get
Big Mama. I actually have never heard that song in my life.
I don't think I never played the track all the way through. Ain't that the song? What
Okay.
you gonna do for my birthday? What you gonna
Oh,
do
yeah,
for
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
birthday?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I got different parts of it, but I'd never have like, what you gonna do for Big Mama for real? Yeah, okay. Shout out to Lotto. She be watching the podcast. She's a subscriber.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Hey, Lotto,
Hello.
Rosie.
Uh, Fact. Okay, so we are going to go to Real Housewives of Potomac. New episode was on Sunday. So where do we want to get started?
We can get started with um the continuation of the car ride to the Airbnb.
Yes. Okay. So Wendy brings up the sidekick comment on the airplane. Um, I okay. Because that thing makes me so mad because they kept saying sidekick, side chick, like nobody could figure out what they wanted to say. And so we're gonna set the scene for what's gonna happen later on. And then Mia tells Karen that the girls don't like Stacy. They say she's too valley. Um, I'm gonna just bundle all this up because I just want to get into it. So then we get to the house that they're staying at. I thought it was nice that all
Mhm.
the ladies had a butler. That was a cute little touch. But then we get messy with the
Yeah,
room, of course. So Karen and Giselle have to
because
share a bathroom.
okay. Oh, go ahead. Karen and Giselle share a bathroom.
Bathroom. Um, Jacqueline, I did we see her room? I thought she was rooming with Mia, or she has her own room.
She moved. She was rooming with me, and she was a little bit confused for a second, like she didn't
Yeah,
know where she was gonna be. Yeah, she was like a lost puppy, and then me was like, "Oh, you're staying with me."
that's so weird.
Oh,
That is so weird.
I'm sorry. Like, I don't care, best friend or not. Don't assume I want to stay with you, girl.
Okay, and not in this house that got mad rooms. Why do you automatically put me with you? Like, I want my room. I want my own room. But okay, girl. Stacy and Kay get bunk beds,
Uh-huh.
and then Wendy gets a room, which I thought was cute. That was
Yeah, and they
really decorated with all
decorated.
her stuff.
I was like, finally, not y'all finally friends. Y'all finally friends now.
Finally, friends. You know, what I thought was weird. Production,
Finally doing friends.
they didn't put the fight in the flashbacks. I ain't like that. So they did like a flashback of like Wendy talking about her relationship with Mia and like, oh my God, da da da. Show the fight again. Show her throwing the glass, throwing the water, whatever. If it's really that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's the whole setup of them arriving and all that jazz. What do we think
Yeah.
this trip is about to be? First impressions of the trip. What we getting into?
Whack. I'm sorry, but y'all saying Lake who? Who? The only lake I know, and I don't even know the name of this lake. The only lake I know is the lake in one of them. I think it's in Georgia or someplace where the black people always die. People always die when they.
Yes. What's the name of that
That's
lake? I can't think
I
of
don't know what the name of the lake is, but that's the only lake that I could ever tell you is probably has relevance. And
it.
I'm saying that to say, like, ain't nobody ever heard no Lake Norman, like,
Mhm.
back ass trip, like, and this supposed to be somebody's 40th birthday. This trip gonna be fucking whack, bro. I'm sorry. Mia bringing in her whack ass friends. Oh, I'm
That's
sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I was drinking a little bit tonight.
the people pissing you off. This whole episode getting you tight. I felt the same way. Like, no shade. I like the butler touch, but the butlers look like right everyday people. No shit. Like they just look like I don't know how to explain it, but it gave like me like we just got off work. Like we just, I'm 16, needed a job. Yeah, sure, I'll take you to your room. Like I didn't it didn't get what I thought. Um, but yeah, I'm underwhelmed to say the least. With
Yeah.
all the destinations that Bravo has money to send these people to, why y'all sent them there? And again, we're gonna find out more. But why do we have to meet more Bria Jesus, more Mia's friends? Um,
I told you that girl is bringing everyone with her.
that's what it feels like. Like, is this the Mia
That
show?
Ray Ray, John, Kendra. She gonna bring us on one day too. We gotta
Okay,
play nice.
okay. Sorry, Mia. Mia's bringing all her friends on, and guess we're gonna be. It's
Sorry, your friends aren't whack, Mia. They're beautiful.
they're beautiful, and we would be happy to be one of your friends.
The synchronized smiling.
We would love to be one of your friends, Mia. So that's yeah, that just sets the scene for what the trip is gonna be. So I want to get to the confrontation at the picnic table. It's not a picnic table, but it's like they sitting at benches or
It's
something?
like a bench table, dining table. I hate those
No,
kind of tables. I just don't like tables where you don't have like
a back.
seating for your back or something.
Yes.
Like
But
they wasn't seating for the back. Like, I'm sorry, I need to sit up. I don't like that. So that would have pissed
okay.
me.
You see, I said the same thing. I'm like, at the picnic table, my brain don't even like that. It feels like cafeteria. Like when we was in,
Oh
elementary.
my God, high school when everybody
Yeah,
get their lunch and start sitting down and you like,
exactly. You gotta slide through the like, I didn't like that.
oh,
And why
God.
that's in the house. Mm-mm. Um, yeah, not giving luxury. So Jacqueline confronts Jossie and
Jack, Jack, never mind. Because on Sunday, I was trying to really listen to how we pronounce this girl's name. And I was like, oh my God, we've been saying it's so simple and we've been making it more complicated. And then now I don't even know how to say it. So it's okay. Jossie, Jassy, just whatever.
Jay.
Jay.
Yeah. So Jays confront each other. Basically. Now, the in the conversation, I was pissed off that we were even having the conversation, and I didn't really like the fact that like the hold it down girls, the girls that actually are holding it's not a peach champagne glass, whatever their thing is, but the
Yeah.
main cast members, why are y'all letting the new girls have a whole moment? Like y'all know how this operates. Why would you let them have a back and forth? I would have been like, excuse me, back to us.
Yeah.
So I didn't like it was just like why are the new girls talking or why are the friends of the show talking?
Yeah.
But there was two lines that Jazzy, Jossie, my girl, whatever, she said that I really liked. One, as soon as Jacqueline brought it up, she was like, "Oh no, they were listening too hard." Clock that. Clock that. Because whoever was overhearing the conversation and they repeated it back to you was just listening too hard. Okay, good. And then when Jacqueline stands up and she's like, look at blah, 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 like, what do you mean? Look at all this. And Jossie's like, from the neck up, like implying that the neck down ain't it. I was like, whoo, you ate that, you slid like it slid in, but that was a little moment. But besides that, I didn't get the sidekick. Literally wrote sidekick foolishness. The dumbest thing I've heard is
It's
is
so dumb. Like, why would y'all ever even be having a conversation about being someone's sidekick, side chick, side? Like, I over my dead body. We are all equals. You would never even see me engage it in those stupid nonsense like this. Like,
did you get the
I'm
joke?
actually kind of shocked. Huh?
They were trying to say it was a joke, like she was just joking. Do you get the
Yeah.
joke?
I don't get the joke. I think it's more so like there's the whole kind of headline of Jacqueline being very attached at the hip to Mia, being very territorial to Mia. So I feel like or of Mia. So I feel like it was just more so a play on that, like the whole being territorial, being um damn, what is the word? Codependent
Mhm.
on Mia.
Yeah.
I think that was literally just like what it was. Um, but I still don't like the joke. Like playing around, it wasn't for me.
I would have never made that joke. Um, so once they get over that, Karen, uh, wait, I forgot how it started, but somehow Karen ended up calling out Jacqueline for saying that Jacqueline spreading the rumor that Karen called her drunk. And so Karen basically like just lights Jacqueline up in this back and forth. Like she called her a
Yeah.
backstabbing heifer. She basically was like, I don't you could cry till the cows come home. Like just was very nasty. So like
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, do you
Been
think this was exactly. Do you think this was a deflection or is Karen right for coming for Jacqueline?
I think that Karen is right because like I think that her and Jacqueline were cool, but we're not that cool. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm really team Karen, but it's like we're not that cool for you to be like talking about, oh yeah, she had a drunk phone call and like don't add fuel to my fire. I'm sorry. Like that's just and I think that was just the big thing for Karen is like Jacqueline, we cool, we hang out, we've had our good times or whatever, but I'm having a down moment right now. Don't try to go ahead and let's make it more of a bigger thing because other people are bringing my shit up. Don't play with me.
Exactly.
That's all that like I think that's really what Karen was giving. It's like, don't play with me because me and you, we not that. Like, yeah.
You
And I
went
think also too,
very New
like,
York girl on that one. Me and
huh?
you, very New York. Me and you, mm-mm. Go ahead.
No, because I'm getting mad for Karen. Because for real, it's like I know you through. Like I'm more friends with your best friend.
Hmm.
Like for you to be saying here talking about something. Oh, I called you drunk, bitch. I don't even fuck with you like that. And I barely even fuck with your friend. Like I didn't even want her to hug me. What are you talking about?
Facts. I I thought Karen is more. Y'all don't give her enough credit. Okay, Karen in my mind is thinking this is like an episode of Power or Scandal or whatever. How to Get Away with Murder. So this is my thing. Karen is thinking I gotta make Jacqueline look like a lying liar who lies. So if they try to use this in court, we'll just say she's a liar,
Oh
right?
my God.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, Karen is 5 steps ahead of y'all. Because it's not a deflection, it's not a whatever. I need to make sure that prosecutors know this girl's a liar. So don't
And
use nothing she says.
and I think that you're right. Like honestly, I do think that Karen is that like I don't even want to say like intelligent because I feel like it's more than just intelligence. Like she's just like I'm like you said, I'm 10 steps ahead of y'all. I already know. I know this scene is gonna be recorded. I spoke with Ray. I
Okay.
told Ray I'm gonna bring this up.
Mhm. Let me nip this in the bud right now before they use this in my court case. And that's that on that. But like I think the other thing too, everybody's like, oh, Karen is just coming at her so hard. Jacqueline should have shut up and ate her food. Okay. Don't stop saying stuff. Stop putting yourself in the line of fire. Like you didn't have to
Mhm.
offer any of what you gave. No one asked you that. And now you getting called out. Now you got to deal with the consequences. Should have never been messing with that lady. And how my family
Mhm.
said it, I was sitting watching the show with my aunt. Growing up, my family is big on like, don't dish it out if you can't take it. So if we were
Mhm.
kids roasting, making fun of each other, and you make fun of somebody and they make fun of you back and you start crying, see, should have never started. Like you should have never got in it.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like is like, don't start the crying. don't
Yeah.
start now. You
Yeah.
should have left her alone. And now that she coming back at you, calling you a liar, and when that lady said backstabbing heifer, I'm like, okay, like you should have never started it. So yeah, you gotta cry till the cows come home. You do.
Mhm.
And that's just that.
She
So
said like Cameron said they always wondering about me. I'm like the eighth one of the world. I'm like, yeah, yeah. See?
okay. Okay. Okay, mama. Not the eighth wonder of the world. Like, I wouldn't say all that, but okay. You cool. For sure, for sure, for sure. So what's next? Oh, I wanted to call this out. Stacy comes in, she likes the bunk beds, blah blah blah. Like that seemed like typical her personality. I feel like Kay is fading into the background, and I don't love that for her. Like this is your season. I feel like I didn't so far in the episode at least, it didn't feel like Kay was really where's your moment at? When we're taking notes and we talking about stuff, I'm not getting a lot of Kay unless we at her house or something like that. So I want her to try to like jump in there with the group a little bit more
Mhm.
than what I've seen her do thus far. What
Yeah. I mean, well, I do think that we are gonna see her though, because remember she gonna say, "Don't ask me about my stuff." So I do think we're going to see a little bit of something come out.
Yeah.
Somebody going to trigger her.
Yeah. There it is.
So
So we waiting on it, but
it's just taking a while. Slow burner, slow burn.
she does give that personality overall. Like she seems like in real life she is a slow burner. Um,
Yeah.
like I feel like she would be a part of our friend, like not a part of our friend group, but somebody would introduce us to her
Mhm.
and be like, okay, hey girl, like whatever. And then as the night goes on, a little bit longer, then we like her. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Another thing, Ashley is trying to make money by performing. Like she was on the phone with somebody talking about she was on the ledge, the balcony, whatever, talking to somebody about like, I don't know, was it bookings or something? But I don't know if I came back from the commercial late or something, but it was like she was alluding to like, I gotta make more money.
She works. She hosts drag shows.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how like people have club appearances? She hosts drag shows, and that's how she making her money. And the thing that kind of pissed me off about it is just that like, what are you doing, bro?
Do those
What drag show? I can't imagine a hosting of a drag show is bringing in enough money for you to pay your mortgage, bro. Get on your Zoom. Gina, it's not bringing in the like get on your Zoom. Like, I don't know, maybe because I'm not that person. Like, I'm a very like get the ball rolling. I pull myself up by the bootstrap. So when I don't see people doing that and being very lackadaisical, it's just like, what? And then more importantly, like, Ashley, you have no talent. Like, who is really like, oh my God, Ashley Darby is hosting the Trixie drag show. Oh
I
shit,
gotta
girl, we need to
go.
buy our tickets. I don't think anyone is saying that.
No. Okay, let's put our marketing hats on. If we were on Ashley's team, like what business venture would we do like want her to take? Because like you said, she did a little TikTok videos, but like that's it. That's enough. It's not giving clothing, it's not giving books, it's not giving hair, it's not giving makeup, it's not giving what's your
It needs to be something with her kids because like she always with them kids. Like
yeah.
she loved them kids and really and truly, and I don't know. I don't know about this. Like to be honest, I am very like about the people who are mixed biracial. But I do feel like that is a good avenue that she can go down because she leans into it a lot about like her story with her dad, not want her, whatever, blah 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 blah, etc. And now she got biracial kids. I just feel like as a biracial mom, you got biracial kids. There's so many biracial families coming up in this world, not even like in the US, but in this world, like to the point where it's very it could happen where a lot of people's blackness are going to be like
Yeah.
washed away very soon. So like lean in, I don't know, lean into some type of avenue of like being a mom to biracial son. I don't know, child, do something. Show us what you cooked the kid. I don't know what her cooking looking like. I don't know. Maybe
Could have been a
maybe
story
clothing for the
behind her, though. Like
huh?
instead of the Michael Darby storyline and getting a divorce storyline, show us motherhood. Like you're raising two boys
Yeah.
as a single mom, like you said, they're biracial, but her boys are pretty much white passing in the clips that we've seen of them.
Very
So like,
white passing.
yeah, how do you navigate that? And so that would have been a good outlet for her. And she could have been selling diapers. Like she could have got a brand deal with Honest Company and all that stuff. The girl
Mhm.
missed the mark. And one.
Actually, I'm thinking about it.
Mhm.
She could have wrote a book about like what children's book or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I'm trying to come up with something.
We really trying
Like
to
right.
Ashley. I hope you tapped in. I hope you're subscribed. I hope you listening and you subscribe because we helping you out. But we should have tapped into the mother story because she was pregnant a few seasons. she was breastfeeding and had to pump and da 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 da. Like she should have really leaned into that and made that a venue, like for her, a way to make money. Because what I was gonna say is, ain't nothing replacing this Michael Darby money. Sharp, like the hostings, not gonna replace the check because you can say what you want about Michael Darby. It gives the money is long. I don't know where it's at, where it's coming from. The money was given is long, and so trying to replace his money, it's gonna be a tough one. So either get back with him, or you need to really tap in, and the hosting is not tapping in. It's not, and it's like you're spending time away from your kids now. Like you're out at night, like da 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 da. That's conflicting with the like mom journey that you will also want us to be down with you. And that's not mom shaming. Sorry to the moms out there. I'm just saying. Um pick your brand though. I can't say that. I'm not mom shaming. I am marketing shaming. What's your brand? What does it represent? And stick with that and that alone. So dang, that was mad free marketing help. Girl, we're not even on your team. Okay, cool. So then can we go to the boat, the platoon, the what is it called?
The speedboat, the thing, the rowboat, row. Like, what was the point? And don't ever put me on no boat with some green water, bro.
Please don't. Please don't. And don't just loop me on the water. Like they literally, it looked like they just went around.
Yes. What was the reason? What was the reason?
And they were dressed up to like that's the part that pissed me off too. Like in my good clothes, my good heels, I am in a floating platoon. Like I just and then I thought, how cramped were they on that boat? Because you have to think like the big cameraman is in the middle, like recording.
Mm-hmm.
And there had to be at least two cameras because the camera goes to one side where Kay, who was it? Kay,
It was
Stacy,
Kay, Stacy, and
who was in the middle?
Jossie.
Jossie. So
They
the
put
camera's on
them.
them,
Yeah.
but then the camera's on the other girl. So I'm like, that's two camera people on that boat with y'all and the captain. It got to be tiny. Like it has to feel tight, feel cramped. And don't have me on no boat that don't got no food and no music and no like space to walk.
Nothing. We just sitting here talking. Like, I'm sorry. This is why I can't do it because I'm telling the producers I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not getting on that boat. If I'm gonna sit and talk to my friends or whatever, y'all might as well keep me on land. What I'm gonna go row around in a rowboat with some green water to see what? Who is Lake Norman? Don't nobody care. Pissing me off, man. No, I quit the job. That's what I would say.
That's all one speech. Bro, I don't want to be here. I can just talk to my friends right here and I'll quit. Yep. Exactly. And it was like they couldn't stand up because at one point, like they were standing up and they were like, sit down, you gotta sit down. So like you said, it just would have pissed me off. Like, we're getting on that. Like, see, that's why I can't be on the show because it's like y'all want us to get on here. We could have just did a cocktail hour, guys. Like we literally just could have opened the bottles. We all could have sat in the living room and wait for the food to get done. I wasn't proud of that. But we can talk about what they talked about on the boat.
Yeah.
And can we get into Mia having one big happy family photo with her, the boyfriend, the husband, and the children?
Listen, I'm like, I think it's Mia would be a Gen Xer, right? I guess. And like when we consider what's the old man name again?
Gordon?
What?
Gordon, her husband?
Oh, Gordon. Yeah, sorry, I forgot for a second. Blinked out. Gordon would be a boomer, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know who it is, but I just feel like sometimes like family dynamics be a little crazy, a little weird, and they just be leaning into it a little too much with that generation. Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. But that's weird. Why would you, first of all, why are you bringing your boyfriend around your still husband, your like
Mm-hmm.
you're not divorced from this man yet. Like that's still weird. And I get like the paternity is up in question, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Still, why are you bringing your kid around? Like it's just not. This is so weird to me. And like staying in the house or doing a Christmas together or winter together, and y'all staying in the same house. I'm sorry, are y'all having sex in that house? And Gordon is listening. It's giving like orgy. It's giving threesome. I don't know. It's giving weird. I just don't want to even like. I'm weirded out.
I don't. Why? Okay, lots of questions. Like I'm so disgruntled because you just told us last episode y'all rent Airbnbs because y'all don't want to be make things awkward for Gordon. And now you have one big family photo for the holidays with Gordon. Like, what are we? Let's be consistent with the lies at least, okay, guys? Because that doesn't make sense. And then I also think like she starts talking about Gordon's mental health and all of that stuff. Mental health is very real. I've had a therapist for several years, so like I totally believe in all of that. But like
100%.
some things are not mental health, babe. You're asking him to do a lot. Like you're asking him to accept your boyfriend, the fact that you cheated, like you're having an affair actively, you've questioned the paternity of his child. Like if the man don't want to be around y'all today, it don't got nothing to do with being manic. You're asking
Yeah.
for a lot, and that's why he don't want to be around you. Like I don't think it's fair for her to keep talking about his mental health. Like he's not here to speak on it, and that's his story to tell. So I kind of wish they wouldn't let her. Like somebody should call her out for like, all right, like let him tell his own story. Yeah, like you talk about you cheating on him. Let's like like focus on your part of it. But
Yeah.
I didn't like Mia just rubs me the wrong way. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like what she talks
Oh,
about. I don't like what she stands for. As dramatic as that sounds, but yeah.
she's
Um,
just she's a getting money girl. Like she's clearly doing this for the money. Like it's not. She's not doing. Nothing she's doing is because her heart is like. She's not a person with morals
yeah.
or with high morals. I would say it's very much like I'm just trying to do what I gotta do to survive. And if someone told me that I need to lie on the stands, I'm a lie on the stands to survive. Like that's just what she gives. So
Anyway, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. Where
yeah.
and is it that hard out here? Like, I mean, times are tough. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
it is tough because today's Halloween. I
Yeah.
just went out trick-or-treating with my niece. Why are these places giving out like one candy, like just one little cookie? I know it's inflation, but like the corner stores are giving out one, two little candies. Like, y'all
Hey.
have inventory. Why are y'all being so stingy? My mom bought like a whole bucket of candy. I'm over here giving like four candies. Here, take some cheese. It's like
Mm-mm.
times are tough. Apparently, times are tough. They don't want to give
It's
no
up.
candy for Halloween.
Okay. And it's tough enough to do some crazy things. Okay. That's what it looked like. So, oof. I I don't want time to be that tough. So prayers up to the people to the people going through.
Period.
Where do we leave off at? Um, Stace.
Gordon, like happy family.
Okay, we'll talk about the boat again. But then, okay, Stacy apologizes to Ashley, and I said, like, is this the apology season? So Stacy like apologizes for going off on Ashley, like
Uh-huh.
basically said she was sorry for having the reaction that she did at that lunch dinner thing when Ashley mentioned her boyfriend, friend, whatever he is. And I don't get why Stacey apologized for that, but I wrote, is this the apology season? Because this just seems like somebody brings something up and then the next person apologizes like within minutes. And I don't like my Real Housewives like that. Like I like it to be like we be beefing and then we gotta come back a little bit later. But then y'all apologize in one episode, like full whack. Um, then we like have this weird moment where Stacy reveals that like she's not intimate with her partner and they're celibate or whatever. And like not all the girls, specific girls reacted to that. It was like Ashley.
She not having sex. Oh, she not having sex. She not even this, not even that. Like, I didn't like that.
I don't believe that. I mean, come on, like guys, it's just sex. Like I don't
I
know.
really didn't like that because like it's really not that hard. I mean, as a woman, it's really not that hard to be celibate. Like, do you see the material out there? That is not something you should just be like busting it open for.
Like,
Like,
you know,
and more importantly, like I think it's very believable she could be celibate because I think home man, Mr. Guy could be very much
okay.
and that's
Okay.
not that.
I feel like even if they didn't meet him though, like I don't get like people be celibate. It is what it is. Like it's
Every day.
like, why
Celibate.
are we? That's what I'm saying. It feels like
Actually, I'm a virgin. Sorry, never mind.
okay. So it feels like they act like they're so much younger than they are, right? Like, ooh, like girl, I can't go a week without it. Like, y'all relax. Like, it's okay. So it just felt weird. Like, ugh, icky. Like the aunties are talking and I shouldn't be listening. It's what
Mm.
it felt like. Um, I also wanted to call out Mia for another thing. See, I really don't like Mia at all. So Mia
I should
calls,
be feeling me like
huh?
listen, I should be feeling me like this.
I really am. I don't like her. Like anything she say, just I don't like. Like, ugh. She calls out Stacy for being uninteresting, and I feel like Mia, you keep it too interesting. So that's the problem I have with you. I want you to be less interesting, actually. Because like, what do you want Stacy to do? The girl just meeting y'all, just getting on the screen. You know, like what is she supposed to say? What is she supposed to do?
Right. And I also don't think like being honest, I don't think that Stacey is boring. Like she's revealed a lot about herself already. She's literally separated. She stayed with her husband to protect the child, but she be staying in her own apartment. She used to work in QVC. She got a boyfriend. The boyfriend don't want to get intimate with her. Like I know a lot about Stacey already that I think I'm okay with not even knowing. Like I would be okay if I knew. I know more about Stacey than I know about Jossie.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's a fact.
it's just like I don't think that Stacey's boring at all. I just think me is a hater because Stacey got her little situation organized and me is out here just
Doing whatever it takes. That's the
yep.
problem. You know, the girls don't be liking, like some of the girls don't like it when it looks easy for others. Like Stacey's life probably looks very easy, very like, you know, no stress. Like you said, she got the place she living with the husband, her own place over here. She got the new man. She, you know, one kid, got people to help her. That probably looks like a very easy life to Mia. And that's
Mhm.
very uninteresting. Like that's so
Yeah.
boring that you're not stressed out with paternity issues and the ex-husband, no, soon to be ex-husband and blah blah blah. Like that probably is very uninteresting. Just a quiet life probably rubs her the wrong way.
Mhm.
But just me and shut up. That's all. Like, stop talking about people. Um, so then we get back to another picnic table after we get off the platoon.
Outside, and that would have pissed me off because I don't like bugs. But go ahead.
True. So I literally wrote, they just floated in a lake until it was dark for no reason. And then they finally make it back and now they're sitting outside.
Mhm.
What did we do that for? Like, I just don't, why are we in Charlotte?
They have to blame the producers because the producers plan these things and they just have one of the cast members slap their name on it.
True. So why
So
did,
we need, I don't know why production does that. Like, what was there not a dinner crew? Well, first of all, I don't even
oh,
know where Charlotte. And honestly, why did it need to be a boat? Like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, y'all don't have to go on a boat. Y'all can like, I don't even know what they could do.
I don't know.
But
I feel like we could have, that whole little scene that was on the boat, they could have did the two separate car thing, let the girls talk in the car, and then get them all together at dinner and they just have the same conversation. Mia's friends meet them at dinner. I didn't get, and they didn't do anything on the boat. Like the boat just literally drove them around and brought them back. So it just felt like, Bravo, stop being creative. Like just let the girls eat and drink and be crazy. That's it. That's all we ask for. And then I also hate when they go to these cities that are totally random and we don't see the city, right? Like y'all went to the city to stay in the house all day. So that whole first day, y'all were in the house pretty much. Like that's whack to me.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to dinner, Mia's friends arrive. Before they do though, Giselle calls out Karen for the Gina event and Karen's honoring running over. I thought it was really whack. Like Giselle, you was with Karen this whole day, and now all of a sudden you want to like clear the air because you're getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
Um, and then I wrote Karen almost apologizes. I don't even remember what Karen said, but she didn't really.
Um,
She kind of was like eased it on by, like, okay, girl, we'll talk. Safe
I
travel.
just, I also feel like another thing too, like I know they're doing it because producers tell them to do it. This is a show, this is a reality show. So like these conversations kind of do need to like happen like in front of people. It needs to be dramatic, whatever. But also I just feel like you said, like you've been with me all day and now you decide to bring it up. And more really, like, why the fuck you bringing it up in front of these new girls?
Yeah.
Like, pull me to the side, like, or even it. These girls are so whack. Why nobody was pouring shots or something? I don't.
Why we not getting the party started?
Because I'm just thinking like, oh, some of the old girls could have been in the kitchen pouring shots, whatever, and then Giselle could have been like, Karen,
Let me talk to you.
why up with the event? Like, like even if it was just like the old girls around, I don't know, whatever.
That was whack. So we get Mia's friends, and I'm just so drained when I think of this. So
Did
Mia's
they?
friends come and they start telling stories about Mia. And it was, I just feel like we don't need no more Mia stories. Like, why y'all feel like we need that? We don't need to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing else. Um, and especially the story about like, oh, my craziest Mia story is Ink sucking her toes. What?
And like the fact that they think that's cute.
What kind of
They
friends are?
think that's cute. Like the way that they described it is like, oh, we all sitting at dinner, and this man decides to like whip out her toes and just start sucking on them. And I would have honestly, like, I'm sorry, if I was at the table, I probably would have cussed some people out clean cold. Like, don't you ever put no, I do not like feet.
Uh,
And I definitely don't want no feet at my dinner table. I would have cussed you out real bad. Because are you crazy? And then she just, and she's giggling. Like, that was the thing too. She was giggling. Yeah, so Aang, he started sucking on my big toe and my second toe. Like, why are you saying that? Like, stop. Don't
it
say
was
that again.
like, it was like you said, it would have got cussed out the first time. I'm not, I don't have a problem with feet, but I have a problem with foolishness. And what are you doing? Like, whoa, 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 whoa. That would have got me. Like, what are you doing?
What are
Like
you
that
doing,
now,
bro?
now I'm losing it just off of like, this is foolish. But then to repeat the story at this dinner table. So like not even gross enough that like sucking toes at y'all dinner table that crazy time. Now we're eating here. Like you're at two dinner table and you're giving us the visual of Mia size 12 and Ink. I don't know. And like you said, the fact that y'all think this is cute, like they're having such a good time and like so crazy. That's not a crazy story. Like I feel like if somebody's like, tell me a crazy story about Kendra from college, like you're telling a story of us like the crazy night out and da 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 da.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah, like
a story of like my sexcapades. Like you're not telling
I like yeah. I'm never telling any like I don't even remember those things. That's the funny stuff about it too. So I think in the grand scheme of things, like if you're Mia and I'm one of her friends and she's like, oh, remember when Ink sucked my toes? I'm gonna be like, no, I don't fucking remember. Why would I remember that? I probably blocked that out my head because I don't want to remember that.
No,
God.
no. You know me, I was there.
When was that?
I saw that. You gonna feel real stupid if you bring that up with me. Like, you don't remember that time? Mm-mm. You sure I was there? I let it say, no, I was living in Florida. Yeah, that must have been, yeah. Hmm. I don't remember that. and you could have pulled up a picture and be like, you were right here. Well, I don't think I was looking. Um, so then we get to the story of the night. And I'm gonna just go there.
Let's just
Mia's friend, Mia, whoever, tell this story. No, it wasn't Mia because she was being like really dramatic with it. And then they went to commercial and I got pissed off because I'm like, just tell what the stupid story is. The story goes Karen butt dialed, and this is 3 years ago. So picture it 3 years ago. Karen goes out with Mia and the friend that's now at the table. And after hanging out with them, they have a great time. Karen butt dials them and says, those girls think I'm with Ray. And so Mia tries to speculate that Karen is saying this because she's with some other man and is cheating on Ray. Your reaction?
I just feel like I'm so tired of the whole like storyline. Like, I think I was just thinking about talking about this to myself, but um, because I feel like I'm an avid viewer of reality TV. I love reality TV, but I also feel like at some point, like people relate a lot of information about the people who we watch, and they are, I don't know what they're expecting, right? So we've heard this rumor about Karen cheating on Ray or being with somebody else other than Ray for so long now. What y'all want me to do? I don't care. If she is, good for her. Like, good for Ray is okay with it. Okay. What that got to do with me? Like, y'all keep. It's one thing when something is first introduced to us, right? That's like, oh, okay, whatever. But to keep on bringing it up, babe, it's tired now. So if even if she did butt dial you, which I honestly don't feel like she did butt dial. Like, do you know how hard it is to butt dial on an iPhone?
Facts. No, I can't. You can do it if it's in your hand. I've definitely accidentally called somebody when my phone was like open in my hand.
Yeah.
But
like, and I'm just like, yeah, I I just don't feel like it's like a thing. And we know Mia to also be a liar. She lies about every damn thing. So it's just like, Mia, you just really like, and then once again, like you were in the car with Karen earlier the day. So why did you not even say, oh girl, like why are you choosing to bring this up right now? Of course, adding fuel to her fire.
that's what I think it was. Like, this is a perfect opportunity because it's 3 years ago. Like, that's all they kept. Like, it was several years ago. I don't know. Maybe I made up three, but I feel like they said it was several years ago. Like, this didn't recently happen that they hung out. And so it's like, why are you sitting on this story for so long? And then I think somebody commented, like, well, Mia was waiting for the other girl to be there. So then that way Karen couldn't, like, say she was lying. Like, Mia has someone to back up her story. But I feel like, even with that girl backing up the story, we don't know her. Like,
girl,
we don't care about you backing it up.
Laid for the dinner. Like,
come on. You wanted Mia's side chicks, side kicks, whatever. Like, you could say anything too. You lying, she lying, whatever. To your point, this whole Karen cheating on Ray thing is like, okay, like they still together, and they like he dropped her off to her scenes. They still standing as one, so what y'all want me to do? Like it almost feels like when Juan and Robin, like all his cheating stuff and stuff like that. Like I think the only reason why we were tuned in was like Robin was just such a nut about hers. Like no, there's no way. Like she was just weird about it, but still we was like get them off our screen. Like no one really cares.
Mhm.
Like
We're
whatever,
good.
we're good. So I feel the same way. Like if Ray gonna stay with Karen and Karen gonna stay with Ray, none nobody care. Okay, let it go. And it has yet to stick. I think that's the part too. Like every time they've alleged that Karen has cheated on Ray or has some other man, the blue eyes man and the dry
Live. Yeah.
man, all these people, it just never pans out. So just give it a rest, guys.
Wrap it up, man.
You're
Wrap
not gonna
it
make
up.
us hate her. You're not. You're not gonna turn us. And again, Mia, wrong messenger. You should not be the one talking about affairs. Just let
At
it
all.
just
At
hang up. And when Karen cuss you out, I'ma laugh because there's no way we talking. There's no way you should be talking about any of that. I don't remember seeing a preview. Did they show a preview for next week?
I haven't seen a preview.
I haven't seen one either. So I wonder how they get it shaken, how they recover from dinner with me as friends and go from here. Um, but okay, what did you feel about the episode?
It was just like, okay, okay. It was okay. I'm like, I'm ready for them to leave Lake Norman, or I don't, what else are they gonna do? I need to see what else they do on this trip.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna pretty much be the basis of how I view like what's next, because honestly this wasn't it. If this was the first day, well, I also didn't understand the point in I did understand the point in Giselle coming because it's her job and she got to show up for work, but
it
like
definitely
if you gotta go, like you're not even staying, you change like, God, I don't know.
that
They
it,
they
it
better than
definitely
me.
gave I gotta be here for my job. So I have to be here today and I'm gonna leave in the morning. And then she was like, I'm gonna come back. Oh,
Yeah, I heard that.
this is your cast obligated trip that you have to be on. So make your way back. Thanks. And you know, she definitely told production, like, I can't miss my kid's graduation. So how can I make this work? You can leave and come back. How about that? Okay. Give her the cap and come on back. That's
That's exactly what they said. Yeah, Giselle, we actually need you here. So we're gonna put you on a flight tonight, and then
okay.
we're gonna expect you right back on that flight and tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
Presume it.
We're gonna access you're prepped and ready to go when you make it back. Thanks. Thank you so much. So I think that's all we got for the episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really decent episode. So before we end, we want the people to get to know us. So I have a question today.
Oh shoot, she's prepared.
Uh, okay. What would be your elevator pitch to aliens for why they should not abduct you? Or you could do
No,
why
I
they
want them to.
okay, you want to be abducted. So then what would you say to aliens to get them to abduct you?
So I'm funny and I'm a lot of fun, and I can just be your entertainment. Like I know math. um,
Aliens gotta know math too, don't they?
I know math, and I work in education, so I can teach. If y'all need me to teach, if y'all need me to watch the kids, call me. Please take me with you. Take me
I could
with you.
be ESL for the aliens. Like I can speak English. Okay. Just okay. I think I would say
Not good.
say it again.
So my picture's not that good, but just take me.
Just take me. I want to be took. So take me. I think I would say like I could be a good liaison between
Mm.
humans and alien. I don't know that I would want to be abducted. I want to come back and forth. Just give me like
Oh,
yeah.
you want to have like spaceship privileges.
Yes, exactly. I was gonna say like a little visa, a little passport, little, let me tap in, tap out. Let me come back and forth. You know, when Earth get ghetto, let me beam on out of here. Let me get out of here. And then let me come back and see how everybody doing. But yeah, I just feel like there needs to be, we gotta coordinate. So I'm gonna keep y'all cool with the people down there. Um, but do you believe in aliens?
Um, I think so. I feel like the universe is so big. It would be very remiss. We would be very remiss or naive of us to not think that there might be other life forms out there. But I also think like they minding their business. I do feel like NASA or the government like hasn't told us or revealed to us all of the things that there is to know. And I'm just really concerned, like, we need an how is Earth the only planet that like we can like this is going into my conspiracy theory stuff, but like, you know, like we need oxygen to survive, right? That's what we need. Oxygen, yeah. Oxygen to survive. You mean tell me there's no other planets that got oxygen? Like
Nobody else
for
got.
real?
Okay, we can't do this nowhere else. Set it up.
Nowhere else?
Set it
That's
up.
kind of crazy.
That is kind of
But
crazy.
then that's why I really be believing in God too. I be like, this, I don't know, man. God, this is definitely God. Cause like humans, like what? Yeah.
It like it's too much of a coincidence to be one. Like somebody had to make this up. This don't make no sense. If you ask enough like, but why questions, and you get, it's just like, I don't know. I feel the same way. I feel like the galaxy is so huge, and like we're just a small thing in the big thing. But it's like, how do we get to the other things? Like, what if it's a podcast somewhere else? Like, are they doing all this over there? Ugh, that's when I get like freaked out, and I'm like, stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
Get out of there. But that's a good one. I dated a guy who was a flat earther, and I feel like that's a different experience. Like he didn't believe the earth was round. He believed it's a flat earth. Um, and like believed it with his whole chest. And I was like, "You're a flat earther?" And he was like, "Yeah." So yeah.
I mean, yeah, like, yeah,
Sure.
that's me.
He believes like it like the earth is flat and then there's like a dome over the top like that. But it's not like completely circular.
Wait, it sounds like he thinks we're in a simulation.
Like I was like, oh no, never mind. Never mind, my guy. Um, and then one last question: window seat or aisle seat?
I usually pick for the aisle. I just don't like to have to say excuse me to people. First of all, I'm never gonna pick the middle. Like that's obviously not even
I
an
wasn't
option.
even an option. Yeah.
But like I'm just like I hate saying excuse me to people or like having to like if I gotta pee, I'm not gonna want to like say excuse me. I'm just will sit there and I'll just like wait. I mean, granted, like I don't even like to use airplane bathrooms, so yeah, I'd rather just whatever. But I also can't stand the aisle sometimes because them damn flight attendants be coming down with their carts and they do be pushing, like bumping into you, like girl, like come on. Like I'm trying to get comfortable hurting me.
I am a window girl and like without even reservation. Like
Wow.
I love a window because I love like get my pillow, get up against the side and just have that whole moment right there. And I've gotten some of my best sleep just like that. And it's either like this side or this side. I don't have a preference on that. When it comes to using the bathroom though, I'm a excuse me, thank you. And I try to time it like if I see the rest of the group has gotten up or one person has gotten up, then I'm like, okay, this is my time. So I usually like somebody that's kind of like using the bathroom a lot because then I just tag in. I'm like, might as well since they're going right. And then the person usually like,
Mhm.
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Um, so I'll try to do that. I'll never forget the time I was sitting in the middle seat and it was a woman on the window here and somebody on the aisle here. Why this lady, she let me sleep, but she had to use the bathroom. So she's in the window. And instead of telling me, excuse me, to get out,
You
she
jump sofa?
over me. Yeah. So when I woke up, she was here. And I just remember like, like because
Yeah,
she
because that's scary.
how scary that is. You wake up and somebody's over you. And she was like stepping, like she stood on her chair, was going to put her leg on the chair here and got out. And I was just like, You could have said excuse me for that. I would have got up.
Yeah, you just wake me up.
Just wake me up if you're gonna do all that. That scared me out, even freaked me out worse than just waking me up. But all
Yeah.
right. There we have it. Another episode donezo. Next week, one of these weeks, we'll have a special guest. It was my fault that we didn't deliver, so I'm gonna
It was
apologize.
your fault. It was your fault.
I'm always,
Sorry.
I need an assistant. I be double booking myself, and that's not good.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Lifestyle of the rich and famous.
an executive administrative assistant. So that's what I need. But yeah, it was my fault this time around. But we're gonna lock it in. We're gonna make it happen. Go up and up. Just give you guys more and more and more week after week. All right. We love y'all. Thanks for watching.